took a small little trip up to Indiana from Georgia, and we visited the Coachman factory. We saw Hank Strange up there from Strangerpalooza. Him and his wife Lola were there. They were visiting the factory also, and we even saw Nick Smith was up there visiting the factory. So it was a pretty nice factory visit. We didn't make any videos because I made a couple already, and Hank was there, and he made a really great video. So check out his channel, Strangerpalooza. But we just had a great time. We went over to the Amish area, went to the big flea market there, Shipshewana Flea Market.
Which is only open on Tuesday and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Just what y'all know. If you want to be there for the auction, that's only on Wednesdays. And you can go Tuesday to preview the auction and see if there's anything there that you'd like to bid on. Then you come back bright and early, something like 7 or 7:30. And it may start at 9. You need to research it just to be certain, but just a little background on it. So if you're interested in the auction, don't go and expect to see it on a Saturday. It's a Tuesday and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the flea market's okay.
Yeah, it's a big flea market. It has a lot of stuff there.
I guess I guess I have everything I need from flea markets, but I do like to buy other things.
Yeah, in fact, we did a little shopping along the way. We stopped and saw some really neat places. We went to saw the Mothman Museum in West Virginia.
Where's it at?
I can't think of it.
Point Pleasant.
Point Pleasant?
I think it's Point Pleasant, which is across the river from Gallipolis in Ohio. Gallipolis, Ohio, then Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And there is a sad story that they have connected to the Mothman myth, saying that the Mothman was trying to warn people about an impending doom that was about to come.
Yeah.
Which was the collapse of the bridge, which was a sad thing.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see the Mothman Museum. Maybe some of y'all have heard about it.
Yeah. Made some video. I got some video of that I'll put out later.
Yeah. There's another creature also that's been seen in West Virginia, just to elaborate a little bit more, called the Flatwoods Monster.
Flatwood Monster. We have a video of that too.
And actually they look kind of alike.
Well,
So maybe it is the same monster.
They kind of have big red eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
So we saw that. We went to what's that place? Tamarack. Spend the night at Tamarack at their parking lot. It's a great place to spend the night with your RV in.
Tamarack, the best of West Virginia, which is a lot of the art of West Virginia, handmade things from West Virginia, and it's down there in Beckley. So it's a good place to stay though, because they do allow you to stay in your RV up by the art center,
right?
Not down
where the trucks
amongst the 200 tractor trailers like we did the first time we were there. We were
only for a few minutes. We were there.
I cooked dinner, and I was thinking,
this is kind of
this
strange.
just doesn't seem right being around all these big 18-wheelers. So then we discovered that we really should have been up
the hill.
Yeah.
And they have a dump station there, freshwater and dump station at the truck station. Not at Tamarack, but at the truck stop below.
Yeah, so it's a great place to stop.
Yeah. And then we went to Richwood, West Virginia, and left there, and we went to the Cranberry Glade, which is a pretty unusual place. It's a piece of land that just doesn't exist. It shouldn't exist. It exists, but it shouldn't be there, they say, because it's more like a northern cranberry bog that's down there in West Virginia, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, when the Ice Age crept down and then it receded, I think the cranberry bog just outside of Richwood remained, and we took we have a fly in here too. Uninvited fly, because the door's been opened a lot.
Yeah, Spike, kill the fly.
So anyway, the cranberry bog is very interesting. It is I think it's a state park, and it is a 1.5 mile wooden boardwalk that takes you out into the cranberry bog, into the forest, and then back. And while we were walking it poured down rain.
Yeah,
And you see interesting things though. You see like purple picture plants. I think they were
pitcher plants.
Pitcher plants. That's like we need one in here right now because it's a fly eater.
Yeah, it's a little
We
plant.
saw those.
Flies go in it and they get in water. And
Yeah, because that's unusual.
Kind of like a Venus flytrap. But
Yeah, they don't grow many places in the U.S.
Yeah.
I think there, maybe in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And we saw a lot of cranberry plants. Of course, they weren't red with cranberries yet because that's a fall occurrence, I believe. And what else did we see? Oh, some really curly ferns
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
and some other plants. I would have to look back at our video, but the video is forthcoming.
Yeah, when I get the time. We just got back and we're trying to get a lot of stuff done. Typically when we get back from a trip, we go through the same kind of routine. We empty out pretty much everything out of the van. And that's really what's cool about having a Class B for us, is that we don't have a lot of stuff to empty out. When we want to empty everything out, it's, it's like 6 cabinets or 6 drawers. That's about it.
But it's enough.
We got room for everything.
It's enough to empty.
But it's a lot of work. We empty the refrigerator and we'll turn it off so that it can defrost and put a towel in there to catch all that water that'll come out of it. And Deb will sweep the floor and clean out everything, all the food stuff. We get all the food stuff out.
We've done that though. We've been home a week.
Mm-hmm.
Be totally transparent. We have been home a week.
Yeah.
We're not done getting the van yet. I think we've been a little slow this trip because we've been doing we've had other things to do once we got home, and there's other things I chose to do than to do a lot of work out here because I really want. I miss being home and I wanted to do home things, but like you said, we got our clothes out and got it washed, all the dirty clothes, the trash, swept the crumbs up off the floor so as not to attract bugs. The rugs are out to be pressure washed because they were smelling a little bad. I dropped a couple raw eggs on them. I don't know if that's happened to you, but it will happen sometimes. You open the refrigerator and oops, I didn't have it in there very secured very well, and out come the eggs onto the floor.
Yeah.
So
so we got
the trash is out and the clothing and most of the souvenirs.
Yeah, we got
I'm
souvenirs.
a bad souvenir buyer.
I'll show my best souvenir last.
Yeah, I like it when he picks out some souvenirs because usually it's me. What do you have over there? Oh, these are nice though. Show these.
We got these here.
This was in Berea.
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 Yeah, Berea, Kentucky.
Berea, Kentucky. It's
We're at the Old Town Artisan Village.
Yes, and Berea has a welcome center that's also an art gallery of Kentucky. So, we went to the West Virginia Art Gallery of West Virginia things, and in Kentucky they have art from local people in Kentucky, and it's a real nice place. We didn't purchase anything there. It's a little pricey, but we did go down the road to the Old Town Artisan Village, and I got 4 spoons. Here's 2 of them. Just briefly, it's from a little shop where
Tim Wade.
A young man named Tim Wade makes these. I think he uses tools to do this, and he hand sands them. But they're made of cherry, no stain on them. It's just mineral oil rubbed on it. Vegetable oil would get rancid, but mineral oil is a good way to protect them, and they recommend you re-mineral oil them every so often. Just wash them, hand wash them with Dawn.
Yeah.
Don't put them in the dishwasher. But each spoon was only $6.
Yeah.
They're very affordable. I picked up 4 to give some as gifts. I know people who like these things, our daughter especially, so give her a spoon. Anyway, $6. They just look good in my utensil holder in the kitchen. So we got those. That was a good purchase.
We got this.
Where did we get this from?
This came from the Dog Patch Trading Post in London, Kentucky.
Okay.
And
Dog patch.
I got this
I
fly
wonder if
right here.
should I go get the swatter?
No, that's okay. This fly's
This
bugging
is something
me.
I picked out. How much was that?
This was like extremely expensive. This right here, it's like cast. I don't know what it is, but it says Dog Patch, London, Kentucky. It's got a little
what is that?
hillbilly sleeping.
Some resin, cast resin.
Cast resin. This was extremely expensive. It was $1.99. I mean, golly, $1.99.
Yeah.
So we had to buy it because it's kind of cute.
Yeah, I like it. It's an old hillbilly because
Yeah.
we're both hillbillies.
Yeah.
And proud of it. Hillbilly. What does hillbilly mean? It means, where's the term come from?
It comes from the overseas. God, this fly is just bugging me. It comes from the supporters of King William. They were called Billy Boys.
The ones in the U.S. who
No,
lived in
over
the hills.
No,
I
the
thought,
ones
weren't
over.
they?
No, they were over there in Ireland, in Scotland. And that.
Oh, okay, because
They were the Billy Boys, and then the ones that lived in the hills were called the Hill Billy Boys. And when a lot of those, the Scottish and the Irish and all that, they all moved to the United States. A lot of them settled into West Virginia and North Carolina, and hillbilly boys just dropped out and became hillbillies.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to do with overseas from the England, the Great Britain area.
And how
So-
did we coin the term y'all?
Oh yeah, y'all is actually y'all, as opposed to thou. So y'all shall go to town. It became y'all. Anyway, so that's really not a Southern thing. It's just a Southern colloquialism.
So I thought he was kind of cool for
Yeah.
$1.99. I'll
Mhm.
enjoy that, or I could re-gift it,
Yeah, and
or just gift it because it hasn't been gifted yet.
I also got some lottery tickets to give out to my friends. I bought some lottery tickets from Kentucky,
From the Dog Patch store.
from Dog Patch, yeah. And then Deb got this. We haven't even opened it up yet. You want to open it?
Sure. This is from, where is it? Tell everybody where this is. This is something you wanted to go see.
Yeah, we stopped at south of the border in Hammer, South Carolina.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to go. It's a tourist trap, but it's probably had better days. A lot of stuff was closed down this trip, I guess, because of COVID, and just maybe lack of tourists.
I like to hope it's because of that and not just because of the lack of interest in it, because it wasn't very crowded.
Yeah, it wasn't very crowded. Not like
Yeah.
I didn't envision it being, but but it still had some neat stuff. They have a nice campground. I got a video I'll be putting out about the campground there. And,
Yeah. And so I was in the store, once again looking at souvenirs, and a lady asked, the cashier asked if I had seen these. And I really hate to tear the bag, because I might want to wrap him back up in this authentic bag.
I don't think it's going to matter. Just tear it open, woman. I would have ripped it by now.
So I got this. You could maybe.
Well, I'm going to show
Okay,
that
well,
one
okay, I'm going to rip the bag.
Oh,
I guess my
she
better
ripped it.
just. So anyway, the cashier asked if I had seen these puppets. And remember, it's south of the border, so it's called actually the Mexico shop.
The Mexico shop at south of the border.
I like Mexico art.
They had a lot of
Things
neat.
handmade from Mexico. I like a lot of those things.
Yeah, they had a lot of nice Mexican
I've
art
never
there.
seen one of these in another store before, but I've heard of them before. And this is an authentic. Ooh, some kind of a bug fell out with it. Ooh, okay.
Okay. Well,
Like
that's
some kind of rat poop, maybe. Oh,
Yeah.
lordy.
a good thing.
Okay, is there more on him?
No.
Wait a minute. Okay, good. Let me.
No, just that
Ugh.
one.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. Just a little rat poop.
It's a marionette, and Spike is like worried about it. Look at
Oh,
Spike.
Spike. Hey, how you doing?
He's a bandito.
I'm a bandito.
Isn't it cool?
Spike. Yeah. Oh, Spike says.
Now, how did this get in the bag, though? I got one purposefully that was still sealed.
Oh man, Spike likes the little guy. Hey, how you doing?
Let's see. Does he?
Yeah, you have to get his strings lined up right.
Yeah, I gotta. Excuse
Yeah.
me while I go off camera and throw this away. I'm gonna let this lay around the van.
The guy's got a little pistol, a little revolver. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Hey, Spike, how you doing? Hey. Oh man. Oh, look, Spike says, "Hey." I think I like that. So anyway, that's a little Mexican.
Hey, Spike, you're stealing the show. You're stealing my spot. So anyway, nothing like bringing home a little rat poop from your trip.
Yeah. I think really Spike likes this guy.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, here. Yeah, yay. Okay.
Run, Forrest.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hang that
All right, so we got that.
Yeah,
Oh,
in the
boy.
nice room.
Nice
Nice
place.
place for it, right? Hang it in the dining room and get scared one night of it.
Boy,
That scare me.
I
Okay,
think Spike really likes that.
that's nice. It's,
He says Spike thinks, you know, it might be one of his new toys, I guess. He like
it's not very. It needs to really have different springs
Strength.
for the hand and the leg
uh
is the same.
yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so there's that. Let's put that down. And then I get
I kind of think he's neat. It was cheap, okay?
Yeah.
It was very cheap.
and then I like wind chimes. So I got
Spike's still checking out the
Spike's
marionette.
still checking it out. Spike, I got something else here you might like. This is kind of weird too. Sometimes it's nice to have weird stuff.
But it's nice when he picks something out because I do it myself most of the time.
So I got this,
By far.
and oh look,
It's okay, isn't it?
yeah, it's got a skull.
We need to go hang this up straight away.
I'm
when we're
gonna
done with
go
the video.
install this soon.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, she got this thing wrapped up really good. There we go. See, I just.
Well, I hope nothing falls out of your wrapping other than the item.
A wind chime. Bamboo. And it's like a skeleton. Okay, let's put that there. Oh, so it's got like shoulders made out of like, I guess bamboo. These are not really bamboo, they're sticks, dowels with elbows.
Oh, really?
and
But it looks
hands.
like bamboo.
Well, no, the
This
bamboo.
is bamboo here.
Yeah, the chimes are bamboo, and he's got little feet. Spike, look at this one, Spike. Spike, hey.
It's a whole different sound from
Yeah.
what we usually have, yeah.
Yeah, so that's my wind chimes. Wow, so I'm gonna go hang that up in the yard,
So,
and
that's what happens when we travel.
yeah, so we get some weird stuff.
You know, anything else that we have? I guess all the other souvenirs have been taken in. There's.
Yeah, we got some other souvenirs.
Did we
that
get
they're
any more
buying.
this time?
Yeah, we got some other stuff.
We did.
Yeah, I think I got a license plate. Did you get a Kentucky license plate?
Yes. No, I didn't get Kentucky. Oh, it's in the. Here, hold this. I'll get it out.
You got something else right off, yeah.
Well, I thought it was in here.
You still got stuff to get out of here.
Okay. I guess I already brought in the license tag. I bought a
Texas, right?
Indiana.
Indiana. Okay, Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana license tag. And we keep it on the style shop out back. We're decorating the front of the style shop with license tags. This will be my third one. I have one from West Virginia, my family's home state on my mother's side, and one from Texas, where our daughter lives,
Yeah.
Emily. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, getting back to
What we're
intent of this video was to talk about
What we do when we get home.
yeah, so what anybody would do, we
Yeah.
carry things in, and when I carry things in, I like to put them away when I get inside. I don't like just to pile them somewhere. It's good to put them in their place. And I think some people might think that, why do that? Why don't you just keep a separate set of everything in the RV so that you don't have to carry it in and re-carry it out when you do your next trip? Why do we do that? Well, the clothing, for example, are my favorite things, the things I like to wear, so they have to come in and out.
Well, fly. Yeah.
And the dishes, it's good to bring the dishes in because they really don't get the washing that they deserve until we get back home and can put them in the dishwasher.
And you don't want to leave any food out because
Right.
that can attract rodents and mice, which are actually rodents, but
And you know,
insects and stuff.
and the things from the refrigerator need to be taken in and eaten if they're still good.
Yep, and defrost the refrigerator.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. And like you said, we put a big thick towel in there because a lot of ice does build up on the top of the refrigerator. We took that tray out.
Seemed to work better.
Yeah, you might
without
want to
that.
look in your refrigerator and you'll notice a tray at the very top. And by taking the tray out, I believe more cold air it falls down into the.
It just seems to work
Yeah,
better.
yeah, it works better. So you got to clean out the refrigerator and then wipe it out.
And do all the bedding, wash all the bedding,
Yeah.
get all that cleaned, and yeah. So we do that, and then on the road, I don't really flush my black tank. Like I did a video where Deb was actually draining the tank this last time I hurt my knee. So we don't really flush the black tank when we're on the road. But when I get home, I do a really thorough fill and flush, rinse, and I really service it properly at home. But we're on the road, it's just usually just dump it and get it over with.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing a tank flush. We'll hook up the drain hose, and I got a clear elbow so I can watch it, and when it just starts running nice and clean. Clear, not clean, but clear.
It'll never really be clean, will it?
It's never really clean. But once it starts running good and clear, and then I'll put a couple of gallons back in it just to keep it wet in the bottom. You should always have water in your black tank. You should never have it dry, because if it's dry, stuff in there that might be there dries out and it turns like concrete. So if you keep at least a couple of gallons in your black tank, you'll keep the bottom of it moist, so you won't have those problems. So what I'll do is I'll flush it, and then I'll put a couple gallons back in it, put some fabric softener and some Dawn in there, and do like what they call the Geo method to keep it clean. And I'll do this. I'll rinse out the gray tank, same thing, get it nice and freshened out, because it can get sticky too. And then we got to do a wash and wax on the van, because we've been all over, so we'll give it a good wash and clean everything, and then we'll start loading it back up for our next trip, which hopefully will be at least in 2 months. We'll have one at least in 2 months, but we might even have a short trip between now and then. We might have just a little
5-6 day trip.
5 or 6 day getaway.
We might have to go back up to Kentucky for Minnie Atkins Day.
Yeah, she's a folk artist.
Yeah, and they're having a festival. She's in her 80s, and she's a carver. And she's still carving, not like she used to, but there'll be a festival. It'll be a really nice folk art festival, I believe. So I'll enjoy that. And he always takes me where I like to go.
Yeah.
It's good to do that.
And for my neighbor, I have a neighbor that he collects shot glasses. So I got him a shot glass. I got to get up there to him. So Alan, I got you a shot glass.
You got that from south of the border.
South of the border.
We don't want to spoil it, but I think you'll get up there before this video is out. Maybe today.
Yeah, I might go up there this afternoon.
Yeah, south of the border was fun. What else did we do? One other thing we did in West Virginia, which I enjoyed, was, and we did this kind of accidentally, we just drove down a road as opposed to taking the highway, because we were on our way to Tamarack to spend the night there. And it was early. We didn't really need to get there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because it'd be kind of hot, or 4 o'clock even. It's still hot at 5.
Yeah, because we're just dry camping in their parking lot.
Yeah, so we kind of took the back road, and boy, was it a back road.
Wow.
He likes to say that there's a lot of narrow roads in West Virginia. And this one kind of just really went down next to the highway. Was it 77? What is the name of that highway? Number?
I can't remember, maybe.
Anyway, the main north-south highway in West Virginia that goes into Beckley. We took a side road that kind of parallels along with it. I'm thinking it was a road for the West Virginia DOT to access
under the bridges,
under the overpasses and things. Yeah.
Wow, because that was one of the narrowest 2-lane roads that I've been down.
Yeah, Rivals Meat Fork.
Yeah, they called it a 2-lane road.
Meat Fork, yeah.
But there was no paint on the road, because they couldn't have painted a center line, because if they painted a center line, the lane would only have been about that wide.
So it was fun.
So yeah,
it was cool under there and a lot of trees. But by going that way, we discovered an old building that was just beautiful. It was a Whipple
company store.
Yep, for the coal miners. And come to find out, later that day, I researched it some more, and it was part of the coal mine heritage trail, or whatever you want to call it, in West Virginia. And it was just the most amazing looking old building.
Yeah.
Do you have a video on that, don't you?
I'll be making some videos, some pictures and that. Yeah, it was really a cool building, and it was a museum for a while, and it was sold, and it's kind of closed up now. I don't know what the future of it'll be, but it's a really neat
I hope
building.
it's maintained, because it's pretty.
Yeah.
And we went to, and actually in the past we've been to some other places on the coal mine trail. We've been to Thurmond, which was a thriving little train stop in town, and I guess the early 1900s, or
Yeah,
right
it's
around the
kind
turn
of
of
a
the
ghost
century.
town
Now
now.
it's a ghost
I
town.
think 6 people live there.
And Brambley, was it Brambley?
Brambley.
I think it's Brambley. Anyway,
Brambley.
it's where all the millionaires lived, and people are living there today. It's a very small community of really fancy houses.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And then we went and saw an old historic way station, which would be between Lewisburg, West Virginia, and Charleston.
Yeah.
And it was for sale.
Tyree, I think it was Tyree or Tyree.
Maybe so, yeah.
Tyree.
But an old
I
building.
think Tyree way
West
station. Yeah, Tyree
Yeah.
way station.
And it was really old, and we got to go in because the realtor was there giving an open house. And it was amazing. One room upstairs, the difference from one end of the room to the other end of the room was about this much.
But about this much in the middle. It drooped.
Yeah.
I didn't walk in there.
I did.
Yeah,
And I think they, to kind of keep you from rolling out of bed, they had some cans under the foot of the bed. But it was a house with siding on it, the building, but on the inside you could see it was log cabin.
Yeah, it was an old log cabin
It
built in the
was really-
1700s, and
Yeah.
they kind of
Very
added on to
historic.
it. So,
Yeah.
pretty neat.
I don't know what you could do with it though. I think it needs more work.
It's pretty. It's an old historic building.
Yeah.
It's really pretty cool. I think the Confederate and the Union
Yeah.
had headquarters in it. Not at the same time, of course,
Yeah.
but at different times of the
True.
war, they each had a headquarters in there.
Yeah.
If it had been the same time, it could have been it wouldn't have been nice. But
And,
anyway,
yeah, there's some local people there to see it too. And one young woman said that when she was a child, she'd go trick or treating there, and they scared her to death. So she wanted to come back and see it.
Yeah.
And there's some historians there.
Yeah, we've been
And
a nice.
us. Yeah.
Well, there was actually 3 historians there. We talked to them. One we had a real nice conversation with.
Yeah. So, and
Yeah.
you consider us a historian? I think we're modern day historians because we like to.
Check out stuff.
Which your videos may be a glimpse of the past one
Yeah,
day.
who knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we saw that, and we.
And people say, look how people used to travel when they could use gasoline in their vehicles.
Yeah, really.
Wow, those were the olden days, weren't they?
Yeah, but that's one thing really cool about the Class B. It doesn't matter what Class B you have. If you have a Ram or a Mercedes or a Ford or whatever, they're just vans, and you can go places that you typically can't go in a big Class C or a big Class A or a travel trailer. Like those little country roads that we were going down in West Virginia. I mean, they're pretty narrow. If you were driving a Class A down that road, I don't think you could make it, for one thing, because of the curves. But if anybody was coming towards you, one person would have to go way off the road.
Yeah,
So it's really fun. We have so much fun traveling in our van. We get out and see so many things that are just neat to see.
You get off the beaten path, which is the way I like to roll.
Yeah. And every once in a while I pull over just so the crowds of people that are piling up behind me can pass me. Because we like to drive slow. If it's speed limit 65, if I go 60, I'm happy. I don't have to go 75 in the 65. So we just enjoy traveling. And we got home kind of late that night, and been taking care of some of the business, and we're gonna hopefully head out. I'm hoping we can get reservations in Key West if the Navy base opens up, so we can stay in Key West for a month or two over winter.
Yeah, that'll be in the winter. It's way too hot.
Way too hot in the summer.
Yeah, I can wait till winter.
Yeah, and but otherwise we'll be on the road somewhere in a couple of months from now. But yeah, so well, thanks for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I know it kind of rambled on a bit. just give us a thumbs up if you liked it.
And yourself a pat on the back for watching it all.
Yeah, a pat on your back for watching it. And Spike, hey Spike.
Spike needed to get home. Spike missed his front yard. He likes laying in his front yard. I think he would like to be out there right now because he's ignoring us.
Yeah, he's ignoring us.
He wants to go in his front yard. He likes it. He likes to stay warm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, y'all have a good day. Take care. Travel, see America. You know, you just never know what you'll find around the next turn. Could be a skeleton wind chime, or it could be a set of spoons. But you never know. So, take care. Have a good day. And
Goodbye.
goodbye.